Hello Aquarius, welcome to my channel. I'm Rebecca Gabriel from Sage Awakenings. It's lovely to have you here. We're going to be doing your mid-month reading for July, Aquarius. So let's get into the read and see what's coming up for you. I'm going to pull a few energy oracle cards for you to see what's going on for Aquarius. Aquarius, thank you. Okay, so Aquarius, for the rest of this month, I can see that you're very attuned to looking for the next big break financially. You are lining things up, and there is this beautiful opportunity for you to step through that door to value. But what I'm seeing here is the potential for something to not quite work out. So there's a little bit of a ripple here that could disturb your plans. So let's take a look in this reading what that could be for you. Now, I'm going to say it's momentary, but what it will help you to realize is that there's something here to do with the people that you're mixing with, and we'll find out whether this is support or a lack of support in terms of your community. I'm going to say that it's support for you, but we'll keep going with the reading. What's coming out of it is the importance of you creating a plan, a strategy to handle this little situation, but also a strategy for this opportunity that is coming your way. All right, so let's dive a little bit deeper, Aquarius, to see what this is all about for you. I'm going to pull some cards from the Angel Tarot deck. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels, for Aquarius. What's going on here? Okay. It would seem that this little storm or this disturbance that's going to crop up for you is helping you to see how you can manage conflict or a difference of opinion in a different kind of a way. So when it comes to your desire to seek greater opportunities, and this is likely to be with your business, Spirit is asking you, with the King of Water card, to keep an open mind and an open heart around your circumstances and around the people that you are working with. So moving forward, the Eight of Water or the Eight of Cups, when it's matched with the storm warning, I would say that whatever this disturbance is that props up for you is urging you to look at alternative options. Now, it feels like, Aquarius, that this is kind of giving you the pinprick, and your response to an uncomfortable situation is that you're starting to get that feeling it's time to move on, that you'd like to be around people who are like-minded, who are there to support you and represent growth, spiritual growth, emotional growth. So, they always say that these kinds of situations and challenges are there for all of the right reasons. Now, you're being urged to find your inner strength around this situation. Of course, you can do this, Aquarius. You're very capable, and this is going to help you to sort of build a little bit of resilience around potentially harsh judgments from others that don't share your opinions. So at this moment in time, try to step back from the fray, look at it from an observer point of view, a little bit more objectively, and just know that we can't control what people say, think, or do, but you can let it go and you can hold firm in terms of your own values and your own opinions, which you have a right to. And just see the situation where possible through a lens of compassion. And perhaps that means empathy, even if you can't agree with another person. Now, the Five of Fires certainly is giving us that sense of a conflict that you are needing to address and deal with at this time. And so this is where having that strategy or plan about your next steps is going to be really important for you, Aquarius. So let's pull some cards to see what the challenge, the opportunity and the way forward is for you. I'm using the golden gilded tarot for you. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels, for Aquarius. Now, what's the challenge here? The opportunity and the way forward. The challenge is to be able to see a way forward that's going to enable you to take the next steps. And look, I do believe that you do see it. Okay, so we have what appears to be the Prince of Pentacles. So this is speaking to that opportunity, that door to value there. So, and it is about you having a sense of trust around your intuition of what is going to be a good opportunity, and keeping your mind and heart open, remember. Now, the opportunity for you is to let go of some of those painful thoughts that are keeping you up at night. So we know that emotionally it's feeling a little topsy-turvy for you. And, you know, with all of this agonizing and worrying about a situation that seems to have caused some disruption, the way forward is definitely you seeking an alternative pathway forward. So this is the Two of Wands. By doing this, you're weighing up your pros and cons. You probably feel like you're looking at the fork in the road, but this time your vision is further down the road and asking yourself the right questions of which pathway is going to help me feel more empowered and more true to being myself. And yes, it probably will take you to other horizons, to places that enable you to be your best self. And that's why that strategy card that showed up is really important. It's time to create a plan to change direction for yourself, Aquarius. So let's pull a few cards here from the Wisdom of Oracle deck for Aquarius, please. Yes, so you probably are left thinking, why has this happened? And truly, it's not about so much what others say and do or don't do, but really the opportunity for you with this why card is to ask yourself, well, what's your purpose? What's your reason for being? What are you trying to achieve? And what's the outcome that you want? So sometimes we need to look at the bigger picture, Aquarius, so that that becomes a part of your planning strategy, doesn't it? Rather than dealing with the disturbance that's happening right in front of you, it's time to look at the bigger picture. Does your current situation actually enable you to achieve the outcome you want, or that door to value, as we saw? Along the way, where there is some disturbance and you're having to regain your inner strength, look at the ways that you can mend those bridges rather than burn the bridges. And, you know, sometimes when we take a step back and we realize there's no need to take things personally, sometimes things come to an end, or we have a little bit of mess to clean up, all for the right reasons. It's getting clear for you, Aquarius, on what's most important and what your direction is. And so why not ensure that you leave on good terms, or you're very clear with your communication so the other person is left with a better understanding, let's just say. Sometimes our situation isn't all what it seems. And with this card, All That Glitters, maybe you thought a situation was going to turn out differently and it didn't quite, but you're starting to see the truth of things now. And that's giving you some clarity, which is really helpful, Aquarius. So what else does Aquarius need to know around this situation? Thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels. Yeah, you may feel like you're stuck, Aquarius, but like this fellow sitting on the car there and the car stuck in the mud, really he's not stuck. When he comes to his senses and he realizes the opportunities available to him, he just needs to jump off that car, that truck, and he's on his way. It's only momentary stuckness. It's only because you haven't seen the bigger opportunity here. You haven't seen something or realized something. So give yourself a moment to just reflect on what that situation is all about and where you need to refocus. And when you do, and you take yourself to that higher level, you trust in your higher wisdom, you trust in your plans for your dreams and what it is that you truly want to achieve, you let everything go, and that storm disappears, and you have some peace here, some inner peace, and you're starting to see the way forward. And sometimes we just need to rise above the conflicts for that to happen. And it does. By the end of the month, you realize where you need to be, what you need to focus on. Now, this is all pointing in the direction that it's time to go. Now, I see you are ready. You probably have been anticipating such a situation. Maybe not even the storm, but rather the idea that it's time to move on. So your bags are packed. So somewhere mentally, you kind of knew this was coming. So now it's a case of, do you open those doors and go? And look, at the beginning of the reading, the door or the curtain was certainly open, so perhaps this is your time for you to make that decision, Aquarius. So we'll pull a final card here from the Queen of the Moon Oracle deck for Aquarius, and I've just fumbled my cards there for the rest of this month. Thank you. Yes. The ultimate goal, Aquarius, is for you to achieve a sense of inner peace and balance for yourself. This is what really matters. And when you have that peace and balance, you know you're in alignment with your values, with your purpose. You know you're taking care of your well-being. And that's ultimately what you truly want to achieve here. So when you come back to a place of stillness, everything comes back into clarity. What you need to see and realize now becomes very apparent. And it's an opportunity for you to self-reflect and realize, well, what do I need to know in this situation? Where do I need to grow? What changes do I need to make in order to feel in alignment with my true self? Aquarius, that's your reading for the rest of July. I hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know if this is resonating for you in your life at the moment. I'd love it if you'd leave a comment for me. I do enjoy reading the comments. And if you are new to my channel, I invite you to subscribe. All right, my friends, all the very best, and I look forward to seeing you next month. Bye now.